The Indian School of Business, ISB Hyderabad, has launched a 2-year program. You know this already, and this is big news because अभी तक आप कैट प्रेप कर रहे थे शायद IIM अहमदाबाद, बैंगलोर, कलकत्ता, लखनऊ, कोईकोड, XLRI के लिए. अब इस मिक्स में इन टॉप ऑफ द टॉप बी स्कूल्स में कंपेरेबल बी स्कूल आ गया है विच इज ISB. बी स्कूल था, प्रोग्राम नया है, 2 साल का प्रोग्राम विच इज कंपेरेबल टू दीज क्लासिक फ्लैगशिप 2-year program of these best of the IIMs. In this video, my objective is to give you a quick overview of what this ISB's program is, enough for you to know for now कि क्या है, because अभी आपका attention होना चाहिए कैट प्रेप पे. उसके साथ साथ मैं थोड़े क्विक कंपैरिजंस कर दूंगा कि IIM ओल्ड IIMs जहां पे ये कंपेरेबल हैं उसका कंपैरिजन क्या है, इसमें कोई एडवांटेज है या नहीं है, क्या है. All of this is in this video so that now you are more excited for your CAT prep. I am Darpan Saxena, an MBA graduate from IIM Udaipur. I have been the MBA Product Head at Career Launcher and I help MBA students create fulfilling careers without depending on placements. तो आइए चलते हैं फटाफट समझते हैं कि ISB का प्रोग्राम 2-year प्रोग्राम क्या है. पहली बात तो what's the name of this program? The name of the program is Postgraduate Program in Management for Young Leaders, PGP-YL. This is what the program is. Now, another good news is that the exams which they are accepting are not only GMAT and GRE, which is the standard exams which they used to accept for their 1-year classic flagship program जो कि फेमस है, बट अब ये नया प्रोग्राम जो है ये CAT जो अभी एग्जाम के लिए आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं वो ये एग्जाम भी एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, ये स्कोर्स भी. सो इट्स जस्ट एज गुड एज दैट व्हाइल यू विल बी राइटिंग दैट एग्जाम यू विल बी हैविंग वन मोर एवेन्यू फॉर यू टू अप्लाई टू अ टॉप टियर बी स्कूल. कितनी परसेंटाइल चाहिए, क्या ये सब आगे आएगा, आई विल स्पीक अबाउट इट. नाउ वन वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इज दैट दे हैव डिफाइंड देयर टारगेट ऑडियंस फॉर दिस, द स्टूडेंट्स. दे वांट स्टूडेंट्स विद एट मैक्स 2 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस, नॉट मोर देन 2 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. सो ये एक चीज है. सो यू नो वन गुड थिंग which you can take away from this is that the batch is going to be fairly similar in the sense nobody is going to be with too much of experience in this and that. इसका फायदा होता है या नुकसान होता है पता नहीं, आगे आएगा. Moreover, the batch size is going to be small to start with. 120 is a very small batch size because this B school is comparable to an IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, Kozhikode, Lucknow, XLRI, and the batch sizes there are 450, 400, 500 batch size है. यहाँ पे एक टॉप टियर बी स्कूल आपको 120 का बैच साइज दे रहा है. तो हालांकि आप सोच रहे होंगे अरे बैच साइज कम है, अब घुसने के लिए कंपटीशन बहुत ज्यादा है, मगर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स दिस इज व्हाट आई टेल टू ऑल ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स, सीट चाहिए आपको सिर्फ एक ही. तो अच्छी बात है बैच साइज कम है बिकॉज प्लेसमेंट आउटकम्स अच्छे ही होंगे. दैट इज व्हाट यूड एक्सपेक्ट. अगेन दिस प्रोग्राम इज गोइंग टू बी रन ओनली एट द हैदराबाद कैंपस, नॉट एट द मोहाली कैंपस ऑफ ISB. दिस इज अ 2-year program with a fees of approximately 29 lakhs. The breakup of that is there is approximately 21.63 lakh which is the fee plus 18% is the GST plus some 3.5 lakh is for the accommodation. This total makes it approximately 29 lakh. Again, comparable to your old IIMs and all of those because उनकी भी जो है fee वो बहुत ज्यादा है. It is now 24 lakh or 25 lakh or 26, 27, 28 lakhs. तो ये सब महंगे B school same category के हैं. That is what the thing is what you need to understand. And also if you go on the website of this particular program, what you will see is that there are certain scholarships and it is expected that 40 to 50% of the batch from this 120 can get these scholarships. So I'll show you that page as well so that you can see it. When you go to this page, you will see that it is speaking about fees and scholarship and there are certain merit-based, need-based and other scholarships, and they have said that it is expected that 40 to 50% of the class of 120 can get these scholarships. Now moving on from there, the next more important and interesting things for you are that hey, what is going to be the selection process for this? Now as I've said to you already that the exams which they are expecting, which they would be accepting are CAT, GMAT and GRE. The highlight for you is CAT because आप CAT देने की सोच रहे थे और वो इसमें है. Stage 1 evaluation is going to be on your profile which includes your academic performance and awards and achievements. So while they have specifically specified it as academic this thing and awards and all of these things, broadly what you need to understand is this is similar to what an SP Gen would do when they give out their profile based calls. That what is your profile, that is that. Then in stage 1 they have said essay and your score of whichever exam you have appeared for. It could be CAT, GMAT, this and that. And in stage 2 you have a personal interview. Effectively what you can understand is that the very fact that the essay is not included in the stage 2, it means that while you'll be filling your application for ISB, hello, this is important, this means that this essay is not going to happen on the day of your interview. This essay will be a part of your application which is like a SOP, a statement of purpose. campus. तो ये वैसे भी this was a standard procedure for the 1-year program at ISB. This is what is going to happen here as well. Quickly, I'll explain you the timeline of the program. The program will start like any other 2-year program which happens at all of the IIMs. The orientation will happen in July, and then the summer placements, the recruitment process for the summer placements will happen in December of that year. So for example, if you join the program in 2025, which is now what you will do, then your summer placements, your summer internship ka placement process will be happening in December of 2025. Moving on from there, your summer internships, which is a first at ISB, but because this is a 2-year program, this is there, will happen in April and May, which is the standard. This is how it is at all of the IIMs and all of these schools. And then again, the final placements will happen in the December of the second year. Effectively, all of these great brands like BCG, McKinsey, this, that, all of those, they have one more avenue to go to now, and I'm sure they will surely go to this school, and there will be a lot of these big names there. Now, some very interesting things कि यार ISB और IIM को compare अगर करा जाए तो कौन सा कहाँ पे? While I would still say अभी आप CAT aspirant है, maybe too early for you to think so much, because you should definitely apply करना है. अगर आप वो 0 to 2 years के work experience में apply करिएगा, ये मत सोचिएगा कि अरे ये वीडियो सोच के then I'll think कि apply करना है कि नहीं, because when I'll be speaking about the advantages now, you will see that clear advantages हैं. Start करते हैं the way they teach. There are 3 very interesting things which you will see when you will see their academic schedule. Something known as ideas, then something known as block learning experience, and something known as PIVOT, which is pivot. Now, if you go to their academic calendar, you will see something interesting there. If you see this now, this is the brochure for this, and you will be able to see all of these things here. So you have something known as idea, which will happen in September itself. Then you have something known as the block learning experience, and then you have something known as pivot. All of these things, if you were to understand all of these things, these are very entrepreneurial elements which have been added into the program. So this makes your program even more interesting. For example, in the first stage of ideas, here you would be scanning the market and figuring out interesting problems to solve for. Block learning experience will happen at the end of certain terms, wherein you will be placed in groups and you will be having intensive learning experience of certain subjects, all of that. And then this is where in this stage you would be making a proper business plan for the ideas which you have, so that you can actually get a very practical experience of this. So these 3 things अगर आपको अभी समझ नहीं भी आई है, it's okay. The what you need to take away from this is that this makes the program way more practical than any other program out there, because this has a very big entrepreneurial thing into it. And I've always been advising my students that hey, you should think about entrepreneurship in MBA, because that is not only about building a startup, that is also about building off-campus opportunities for you. You should do freelancing and all of these things. तो वो वाली एक चीज है यहाँ पे. Moving on from there, a very big element, the placements are not run by a student-run team called the Placecom. It's a big advantage. At most of the IIMs and all other schools, the placements are run by students, and the kind of things are happening, unfair things कि Placecom ने जी हमारा ये send ही नहीं करा उनको CV, and ये कर रहे हैं वो कर रहे हैं, they are doing things which they are not supposed to do, they are influencing the placements and all of those things. That is not there at ISB. So this is one very clean and very fair experience which you will be having at ISB, which you can be sure about. So yes, point which you need to take away from this is that the placements are not run by student run teams called Placecoms. No, it is run by the college. And then one thing which you would see at ISB is that, especially if you're somebody who is a finance enthusiast, they get good finance roles, they get it for their 1 year this thing. You would expect the same would happen for the 2 years, and obviously they get very good roles in brand, in branding, in brand management, and general marketing roles as well. So the point being, you get all of the top tier roles which anyway used to come at ISB, which also come at the top of the top schools like IIM, ABC, and you get all of these opportunities here. If you connect this third thing, that finance roles of VC is what? VC is venture capital. IB is what? IB is investment banking. P is what? Private equity. If you combine this with the audience experience which they have, 0 to 2 years, what you would see is that hey, if you are a fresher or if you have lesser work experience, which is 2 years se kam, and if you want to crack a role in finance, ISB might come across as the very good place for you to be at, except for obviously an IIM Calcutta. So this is one interesting thing which you have. Now a quick comparison to the IIMs, and I'll be comparing it. This is the 3 most important things which students care about, which is internships and placement. देखो सीधी सी है चीज यहाँ पे, ISB now has summer internship जो नहीं होता था उनके यहाँ पे. Therefore this one element जो कि अभी तक के लगता था अरे यार just 1 साल का है प्रोग्राम और ये करा कोई summer internship नहीं, ये वो नहीं. Now they have that. This makes the program very comparable to the IIMs and any general program, SP, Gen, XLR, all of those things. Placement culture का फर्क है, student run teams नहीं है, ये है फर्क होता है. It's a much more fair process is what you would expect, and you have not heard a lot of hue and cry from any student from ISB कि अरे हमारे यहाँ पे होती है. Whereas everywhere else there is a problem which they have with the Placecom team. And obviously placement and jobs, the biggest advantage right now is that there is a smaller batch size, which is a big advantage. The salaries will be competitive because this is going to be a very small pool of good elite students, which now again you have to see it from एक और angle. The evaluation criteria, the selection process of ISB is so good that a company would be attracted to take the students from here because the companies know that hey, the selection process of ISB is great, and plus these are some cream students, and in a 2-year normal full length program with some summer internship experiences, good brands would want to jump into this really early on. Therefore placements will be good. Maybe it is too early to comment whether it's going to be as high as an IIM ABC or not, that we don't know. So for now I would just on that account I would still say that maybe IIM ABC would still have an edge, but ये बात बाद की है, ये बात अभी की है भी नहीं. अभी आपको कॉल नहीं आ रहे हैं, जब कॉल आएंगे then this is what it is. You have to apply for it. I'll be sharing with you 3 quick challenges. Some of them I've already spoken about, but this does not change the fact that you will apply for it or not. You will. First thing is that it's a new program. The 2-year program is a newer program. It will take time to establish its credibility. That's a fact. That's a fact with any program. Even when XLRI's new campus was established in Delhi, you would say कि यार XLRI है बहुत बड़ा ब्रांड है, बट फिर भी people were skeptical कि यार XLRI दिल्ली जाएं या फिर MDI चले जाएं, ऐसी भी बातें होती थी. तो वो क्यों है? बिकॉज वाइल ब्रांड है. ये देखो सेम चीज यहाँ पे भी हो रही है कि ISB है, ब्रांड बेस्ट ब्रांड है, मगर फिर भी लग रहा है यार नया प्रोग्राम है तो वो रहेगा. वो जब तक फर्स्ट बैच के समर प्लेसमेंट आउटकम्स नहीं आ जाएंगे, विच इज व्हाट माय थर्ड दिस थिंग इज, तब तक आप श्योर नहीं हो सकते. एंड मे बी आई वुड गो टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ सेइंग आई एम स्टिकिंग माय नेक आउट फॉर दिस एंड सेइंग मे बी प्लेसमेंट फॉर नाउ यू कैन नॉट से दैट अरे अगर मेरे पास IIM A का ऑप्शन है और ISB का ऑप्शन है, शुड आई गो टू A or ISB? I would generally advise you to go to IIM A, or if you have B and ISB, I would generally for now without data on ISB's 2-year program, I would say to go to ABC. But this might change. My stance might change once I know the summer placement numbers, and I'm sure they will be good, but then I will be able to guide you in a much more interesting manner कि भैया ये IIM ABC के ऊपर है या A और B के बीच में है, C और A के बीच में कैसे क्या है, वो सब चीजें you know my analytical style. I'll do it afterwards when we have more data. My intention in this video was to give you a quick snippet of what the ISB program is so that you're updated. Right now this should not bother you at all. You are filling the form whenever it comes because this is as good as being at the top 4-5B schools of the country. That is what it is. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel because you should see more of me for your CAT prep, your skill prep, how to find the best career outcomes without depending on placements. I'll be there for you throughout your MBA journey. Thanks a lot and goodbye.